So you can join us then as well. Hope you've had fun with that too. So we're super excited, as you can tell, as we have shared with you the last 5 weeks what wellness means to us and how we want to share it to you so you can also have the very best in wellness for yourself, well-being at the highest. So hold on just one more moment. Okay, well, let's get started. So, visualization, what does that mean, right? So, if you look it up, it says that it is an image or a painting of a picture in your mind about what you want. So, visualization to me, and I've had a great blessings of being able to work with really wonderful people like Eckhart Tolle and Deepak Chopra and many of the others in that realm that share visualization and the power of it. And if we are to use visualization to manifest what we want in our life, what does it look like? What am I doing? What do I hear? What do I see when we bring in all of our senses of what we wish and this is going to be around our wellness? What areas do I want to focus on? And how can I have the most fun in creating it to bring it alive? So, we're going to talk about ideas to get that started for you and to get that going. So when we do this, we program our subconscious mind to believing that it is real, right? So when we're visualizing, it's not like setting a goal. So if you set a goal, it's like, well, this week I'm going to do 10 jumping jacks, let's just say. And you do 10 jumping jacks that week. But you don't have the emotion, the visualization part of it that really brings it to life. You got to see it, feel it, believe it, and review it over and over again in your everyday. Okay, so we're going to talk about how to do that, which is really exciting. So a couple of examples that I love. I created a wellness program for students in schools, and we would go over this visualization part of it. And boy, it was so powerful for students in particular because it allows them to look beyond what they can possibly look beyond. So only like you're going out and you're looking up at the stars at night and you're just seeing this vastness, right? That is what we have. We all have that, right? So we look at this as non-judgmental. We look at this as having no boundaries whatsoever. This is pure potentiality. What can I create in my life that I really, really want? And it's coming from the heart. That's where we feel that passion so much instead of from the mind or the ego, which can come into play. But we want to really just come from the heart. So for me, I'll give you just an example of what this kind of could look like for you too. Is I was living in Prague in the Czech Republic and got very sick. And as I got better before I left and moved back to the States, I visualized over and over again this beautiful picture, and I just sat there and I could see exactly what I wanted for a wellness center. That was my goal. I wanted to move back to the States, open a wellness center, and help people as best I could. So for my vision, I just sat and I saw a whole center that was just in glass because I wanted nature to be in as well. I was on a couple of acres that I can imagine in my mind and in my heart. There was a brook running through it. There's sounds of the water, of the birds. You could see the deer passing through. And I just engulfed all this, came right into me, and I just envisioned this sitting there. And that was my passion. That's what I so deeply wanted to do. So I wrote it out. I kept revisiting it and maybe fine tuning a few more things. It was in all wood, and I kept kind of going on and on with that. So that's where we come from visualization. It's a deep emotion that you are so connected with that you could almost taste it. It is so real. And when we sit to do this, it's amazing because we sometimes forget about that, right? We sometimes forget that we have all of this openness and freedom to create and be a part of instead of limiting and judging self. We can let go of all that and just be free. So that's what we're going to start today. So it's going to be around wellness, whatever wellness is for you. It could be around nutrition. It could be around exercise. It could be around whatever it is for you that you, maybe it's just happiness. I want to be so happy that when I'm visualizing, I see myself smiling and laughing, and I'm by the ocean. I hear the waves. You know, you see what I'm saying? So it's really, really fun. This is like my funnest thing. And it should be fun for you, because if it's really coming from your heart, you'll feel that. You'll really feel that goodness within. So a couple of things then, like little points that you can write down on a piece of paper that may help you create this wellness vision for you. When we're going to take a moment after we finish going through these 6 points, we're just going to do some deep breathing exercises to kind of center us. And once we're centered, we'll just kind of open it up for what might that wellness visual be like. Okay, so our first one, our number one thing, I always used to tell my boys this, is to dream big. Bigger than you can imagine. Don't, like I said, box yourself in. Think about whatever it is that you want and you be it, right? So free, no limitations, pure joy. You have such gratitude when you feel it. My son, my oldest son, he had a vision of wanting to work at Nike in Portland at their main headquarters. That was his vision. And he said, Mom, this is what I want to do. I said, okay, well, let's do a visualization for it. Just as if you're sitting in an office, that's where you want to be. Then you sit there and you visualize everything around you. You see it, you hear it, you taste it, you smell it, be it. So what's my son now doing? He is working at Nike and thriving in Portland, Oregon, just because of that. Not just because of that. There's other factors coming. We all know that. But this is a powerful piece, right? So powerful when we do this. So it's great. So dream big is right. The number 2 point is invoking all of our senses. So sight, smell, sound, taste, we want to bring it all into this visualization. So as I close my eyes and I go back to my retreat and I'm visualizing it, I hear the birds chirping. I hear the water running through the brook. I visualize the use of color in my retreat, and I see the colors of teal and blue and purple. And, so you bring those senses into you. Really, really powerful, so beautiful. So you put yourself in that picture. You're absolutely there, having that sensation of using all of them. So that's number 2. Number 3 is non-judgment. This is not a time to judge self. This is a time for creativity, for dreaming as big as you can possibly dream. Well, if it's somebody that wants to do a marathon that really now is having a hard time walking down the street, I don't care. You remove anything, any judgments you have on yourself about that or anybody else, you don't pay attention to it. You visualize yourself running that marathon, feeling it, the heart beating, grasping for water, what the pain in your legs, whatever that is. Let that be, right? Dream big, non-judgment. Just breathe, okay? That's wonderful. The next one is to relax. Somebody just came to the door. Moment. Hold on 1 second. I'm so sorry. Hold on a second.
It's Dane.
Yeah, great. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, so the next one that we're going to talk about is called relax. So this one we would want to just kind of get yourself in a mood that you can relax, whether it's deep breathing, whether it's walking out in nature, whether it's driving your car. I know we have, when we often driving in a car, we have a great potential to just sit and imagine with our mind as we're driving what we may want. Those are just some ideas. I love to walk out in nature. That's where my creativity comes in. I bring my phone, I put my recorder on my phone, and I just kind of talk into it. So that's something that you can, that's just another idea. But just kind of make it come alive for you. The next one is then we practice this. So you practice your visualization where you're moving. You become really clear on it. It becomes more defined. So as I said, like I wrote out my visualization. Well, then I kind of kept going back to it as my mind kept being more creative about other ideas. So you can always revisit that and use that creativity to come forth with that. And so that's really just looking at your visualization, keep working it, keep massaging it, make it yours. Make it so when you read it, you feel such joy and happiness in your being. Okay. And the next one, again, is that emotion. So if you do a visualization and you read it back and there's no emotion that you can muster up for that visualization, redo it. Make it so it's so a part of your being. And it, again, no judgment. Whatever that is for you, you just write it down and you see it and you be it and you love it. Okay, so those are some 6 easy, simple steps that you can take in your own visualization. And every day is a perfect day. You can make it a family one. You hear people doing boards. So they cut pictures out of magazines and they put them on boards to help them create a visualization. And that can help in the start of it. But then you want to take those pictures and you want to own it and you want to make it you. And you want to put your best energy into whatever that is, leading with love, leading with heart, leading with joy. Okay, so that's a wellness-based visualization on whatever it is in your aspect. So if it's nutrition, it could be, using all the colors of the rainbow when you cook, using all the 6 tastes when you cook, bringing your food to life, the smell of all the spices you use. So you can kind of see how we can wrap all that together. So thanks for listening to me today and all the other ones that we have done before that. Enjoy your tapping. We did 2 different types of tapping, one for stress and just for one for overall well-being. We did the self Ambhyanga, which is the self massage. Incorporate that into your day using a smell. That'd be lavender if you're doing it before bed. It's just so relaxing. So yeah, have fun with all of those, and a joy to be with you over this entire month. And we look forward to seeing you in the future. And do check out Tim on Wednesday. It's always great fun to learn about another herb. And we'll see you soon again. Be well, everyone. Take good care.